Good morning. This is Jason Selvog with the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District with your conservation report. The U.S. Department of Agriculture Farm Service Agency State Executive Director Grant Herfindahl announced that up to 50,000 acres can be enrolled in the Conservation Reserve Program in Minnesota for critical wildlife. In Minnesota, up to 50,000 acres are now available for the SAFE practice. SAFE stands for State Acres for Wildlife Enhancement. The SAFE practice improves wildlife habitat in addition to soil erosion prevention and water quality improvements. So that 50,000 acres is very important for Minnesota. We have not had SAFE acres in Minnesota for approximately 1 year. So we're kind of excited. We have lots of landowners that are interested in using that practice. Several practices within CRP have an allocation allotted to them. When Minnesota reaches the allotted allocation, USDA can no longer enroll lands into these practices. So I thought I'd give a rundown of different practices that have allocations for them. So as of December 28th, 2016, these are the following allocations for certain practices. Wetland restoration practices. There's 30,825 acres available. We just received those acres as well not too terribly long ago. We had 0 acres of that for a while. The wetland restoration practices requires that you have hydric soils to be eligible. And if you have tile drainage or ditching on that farm or on that field that you're enrolling, you have to be able to store some type of drainage on that if it's feasible and without affecting your neighbors. The other practice is duck nesting habitat. There's 13,643 acres available for that practice. Again, it's got to have hydric soils to be eligible for that. And this practice is only eligible for a certain area of Stearns County. In Stearns County, that is about the bottom, I would say, southwest portion of Stearns County is eligible for that. If you need to know if you're within an eligible area for the duck nesting habitat, just give us a call at the office and we can look it up for you. And then finally, the SAFE acres. That's the practice I mentioned earlier, the State Acres for Wildlife Enhancement. We got allocated 50,000 acres for that practice, and we've already used 5,000 acres of that practice. So there's 45,000 acres left. This is a grassland planting and wildflower planting on a minimum of 10 acres and a maximum of 40 acres can be enrolled in this practice. And currently, landowners that enrolled in the CRP will have a contract that will start on October 1st of 2017. So it's a ways away. Because of that, the landowners would be allowed to crop the lands in the crop year of 2017, but the crop would need to be off the field by October 1st. That's because you cannot have a commodity crop on CRP acres, and the contract would start on October 1st. So just thought I would mention that. Over the past 30 years, CRP has helped farmers to offset costs of restoring and enhancing and protecting certain grasses, shrubs, and trees that improve water quality, prevent soil erosion, and strengthen wildlife habitat. If you're interested in CRP on your property, give us a call at the USDA Service Center at 320-251-7800, extension 3. That phone number again is 320-251-7800. Extension 3, and you can ask for Jason or Kevin, and we can help you out with that. FSA is in the final stages of partnering with the state of Minnesota to establish a CREP program. CREP stands for Conservation Reserve Enhancement Program. The CREP could protect and improve water quality on up to 60,000 acres in 54 different counties of Minnesota. The CREP program is an easement program that uses federal and state funds to purchase and establish permanent habitat easements in certain areas of Minnesota. That's the 54 counties. And Stearns is part of that 54 counties this time. It's the first time that CREP has been available in Stearns County. The CREP program is anticipated to begin sometime in 2017. We don't know when, but they are working on it. So stay tuned. When there is a CREP available in Stearns County, we will notify you in several different formats. So finally, I wanted to mention that the Stearns County Pheasants Forever Banquet is coming up. Their banquet is going to be Saturday, March 4th, 2017 at Elmer Z's in Sauk Center. The Stearns County chapter has raised over $4.5 million for conservation and wildlife projects, and most of that money has been spent in Stearns County. Your continued support is essential to their habitat mission. So if you're interested in going to that banquet, check out their website at www.stearnspf.org. That's www.stearnspf.org. And there'll be more details on there about their banquet. Their banquet, typically the doors open at 5:30. The meal's usually at 6:30, and then they have raffles and games and prizes. And if you have a youth that is, I believe it's 17 years or younger, they are free to get in the door. Usually a great meal, good time, and it's for a good cause. So check that out, please. This has been Jason Selvog with the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District with your conservation report. Have a great day.